So I wanted to talk about paradiddles, single paradiddles to be specific, and how you can apply them to the drum set. The single paradiddle, as we all know, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, can work as a pattern between the hi-hat and snare, as long as you keep your dynamics in order. Add a little bit of simple kick, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, and there's the basis for a paradiddle rhythm. Most people know that, but what most people don't know is the paradiddle works equally well in three other inversions. And by inversions I mean starting the rudiment on a beat other than pa, as in pa-ra-diddle. We're assuming that's the downbeat. Pa-ra-diddle, pa-ra-diddle. What if we started the rudiment on ra? What if we went ra-diddle, pa, ra-diddle, pa, ra-diddle, pa, or indeed diddle, para, diddle, para, diddle, para, or even do, para, diddle, para, diddle. You see, it just depends how you orientate the rudiment to time. So out of all the inversions of the single paradiddle, my favourite is actually the one that starts on ra, if you like. Ra, diddle, pa, ra, diddle, pa. And if you associate that with the normal sticking, that becomes ra, diddle, pa, ra, diddle, pa, ra, diddle, pa, ra, diddle, pa. And there again, it's the basis for another 16th note groove. On the web page, you'll see these dots, which are totally downloadable. Just right click over them and save image. That's what I'm doing, written down with some bass drum variations. There's the single kick on the 1 and 3 in the first exercise. Keep it simple. In the second exercise, we've added the art of 3. In the third exercise, we've gone for the E of 4. And in the fourth exercise, we've gone for the and of 4. The last exercise on the page is just an amalgamation of a couple of those ideas. So you can work through those exercises at your own speed until you get them fluent. And once you do get them fluent, the idea would be to put on an appropriate piece of music and practice the groove in time with a drumless track. In fact, the drumless track that I'll play later, I'll put on the website so you can download that if you don't have anything better to use. The other thing to remember about the paradiddle inversions is that they work equally well around the toms as they do between the hi-hat and the snare. So when you're playing this groove, there's no need to break the sticking to play a fill. You can just revoice the fill around the kit. So perhaps. So lots and lots of different options on how you might do that. You just need to experiment with that as you need to get fluid with the kick, snare and hi-hat options. But as I said, once you've done that, put on a drumless track and put it to use. And once you've done this a few times, you'll find that this becomes another way for you to approach the semiquaver subdivision instead of the typical that we all get locked into at the beginning. You know, you can approach it in a more linear-like fashion. This is not truly linear because I have layered beats over the kick, but it's a linear-like motion with the paradiddle inversions. And of course, you can improvise with the inversions as well. You don't need to be strictly playing the one sticking pattern ad infinitum, you know. So you can mix up your different inversions and you can improvise with your single and double strokes in a paradiddle-like manner and still get quite a desirable result. And in fact, that sometimes frees you up for listening to individual patterns on the hands, particularly the right hand, as you play on the bell, for example. So yeah, when you think about paradiddles, don't just think about them as a snare routine, don't just think about them as a pad routine, bring them to the kit. You know, make them part of how you play. That's what they're for.